I was ready for an absolute war. Let me just get this hair out of my mouth. Okay, Pete Sims would stress to me, be ready for an absolute war, because the guy is a tough. I'm not going to swear, but he's a tough guy. So he said, be ready for a grueling hard fight, and he put me through absolute hell in the training camp beforehand. And there was times where I'd finished training and I just wanted to slap him across the face because he was so hard in training. But that's what gave me the victory tonight. I mean, there's always an element of luck on the night. Not necessarily the best fighter wins on the night. Sometimes it's their night. So if me and Arnaud fight 10 times, maybe like tonight was my night. Maybe next time it's his night. It doesn't. Whoever wins on the night doesn't necessarily mean that they're better.
Was there anything about him that scared you?
No, not really. Not really. I was prepared for everything that he had. He likes to play the crowd a lot, and I think unless you know that, unless you're prepared for it, that can throw a lot of people off. But I know that's his type.
You're getting tired at the end of the first round. Was there any doubt in your mind that you wouldn't last the?
In a fight, you don't walk into the cage. I'll tell you a secret, okay? No fighter's probably going to admit. When I walk into the cage, I'm already tight. When I touch gloves, I'm already tight because it's the adrenaline dump. Actually, that comes with experience. You learn to handle that. I know that he feels the same thing. I know that Shinya Aoki will feel the same thing. But it's mentally how you deal with it, how you force yourself to keep going. Like I say, I was put through hell in the training camp beforehand, so I know what my limits are. My physical limits are, and I knew I hadn't reached them, and it was just a matter of grinding it out mentally.
Who do you want next?
I don't care. I really don't care. I've never chosen an opponent. I'll fight anyone.
Okay, hang on. You look exactly like Fighter of the Year, Mark Striegl. One, who would win a fight, and two, who's more handsome?
Oh man.
You and Mark.
That's the hardest question I've ever been asked. He's a better looking guy.
Slightly though. Who'd win a fight?
Fletcher, wait. One last thing. What do you think of Arnaud embracing you in the second round? Why did he do that in your opinion?
At the end of the first round, he's like, come on, and then I think he wants that fight. He wants that, he doesn't want a boring fight. He wants to hype the crowd up, and. At the end, I think he was like, come on. And then at the start, I saw him, he was like hyped up. And then when we went in, I think he just kind of, okay, whatever.
How is fighting with Lepont in comparison to the other fighters that you fought in the past?
What you mean to try?
Psychologically, when they say what they win.
I was prepared for that. I've seen Arnold fight. Who hasn't seen him fight? You know what type of annex he brings to a fight.
But how does that affect you in the cage?
It doesn't bother me. What he wears at the weigh-ins has no bearing on what he does in the cage. So, like I say, I'm prepared for what he does. He does it to bring in the fans. He doesn't mean it as an attack to people. He just does it to hype the crowd up. I think it's good because it brings in more fans.
Did you like the way he was thankful in defeat?
Yes, yeah. That shows his sportsmanship. If he was angry out afterwards and he took it badly, that's not good sportsmanship. I think although he acts like a crazy guy, he is a professional athlete at the end of the day, and he conducts himself in that manner.
Who's the toughest guy you could potentially face?
That I've fought or have?
That you could potentially face now from this point onwards in 1FC?
Every single fight is tough. Every single fight is tough. Everyone has their own set of skills. Everyone has their set of strengths. So you can't say that somebody's going to be the toughest fight because everyone has a chance to win. It's a fight. If you put me and Arnaud, like I say, if you put me and Arnaud to fight 10 times, the outcome's going to be different every time, and that can be the same with every single fighter in the 1FC lightweight division.
Yeah. Well, you made both Hong Kong and Newcastle proud. Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you.
The Hong Kong Geordie.
You would recognise that, eh?